entrepreneurs how to pitch investors. I'm training them how to create presentations, but more is how to project the message in a way that they believe in what you believe, in a way that you transfer the passion and you make them understand that this project will change the world. It doesn't matter if you have a brilliant business plan, but if you're not contagious with this power of burning desire, of sense of purpose, you'll never get the money. And you might have a brilliant idea, but if you don't know how to transfer it, you'll lose the game. So I trained this wonderful woman in Israel. She is an entrepreneur. She's extremely successful. She used to be an officer at the IDF, a very, very top officer, where men are being the ones who've been competing with her in the position. And she's very powerful, and she's very strong. And when I was working with her on the presentation, and she had very, very professional presentation, and she did it really nice after 5 minutes, and I was really impressed. And suddenly after she finished, she squeezed, and she asked me, tell me, do I look just cute? Or they will be able to see me professionally also? And she is powerful, successful, wise woman, that she did a brilliant presentation at her self-esteem, her self-worth. She thinks they see her only as cute. She doesn't think they see her professionally. And this is the perception we have as women. This is what holds us back in society, in coming to the top, in being successful in our business, in getting eventually the funds, in closing the deals. It's eventually what's in our brain. The demons we have in our brain, we have it more as women. But I have good news for you. Let's leave it aside the false narrative. Let's leave aside the example of this lady, Rachel, that I just mentioned, because I'll tell you at the end what happened with her eventually. But I want to tell you about our 3 superpowers that we have and we need to be aware of. So first of all, there's a very famous saying, I don't know if you know, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And this is something that we as women, we have the superpower to know how to transfer our feelings, emotions. If not us, who can be better in transferring passion? So somebody saw on YouTube the famous TED Talk of Simon Sinek, how leaders inspire action, right? And he was talking about the golden circle, why, how, and what. And what he was saying, that eventually what's the most important is why. People don't do business because what you do, but people do business because why you do it. If they believe in the why, what motivates you to run this business, if they believe if the why, this is the one that transforms the change, they'll invest in you, they believe in you, they'll open their heart and their wallet to you if they'll believe in why. So this is one of the key assets we have. When we believe in our why, no one can stop our burning desire, the passion we transfer. We have superpowers as women to empower other people. The empathy we feel to the people around us, it's something that no one can take from us. It's something that men are not capable physiologically to feel. A strong empathy, the love. Our emotions are in a much more extreme and high volume, the way we transfer it. So we need to be aware of it and use it, not to try to hide it, but dare to shine. Shine as bright as you can, because this is our assets. And eventually, as I said, pitching is not about the business You need to know the homework, you need to know the figures, and you need to know everything about the product, your competitors. It's not instead of it. Hello. Hi. It's not instead of it, but entrepreneurship, the strongest force in entrepreneurship is passion. People, if they are passionate about it, they'll get the funding, they get the trust of other people. For example, Waze, they did, the navigation platform, the startup. They try to start with why they do it. So they try to solve problems for people, not to be lost, to save time for people, how to get from place to place. The why was answering a very strong need. You need to have a strong why. First, when you pitch, you always start with clarifying what's the problem, what's the pain that you come to solve. Never start with the solution. Start with the pain. What's the problem in this world that you are here to solve? Which is your special mission here? This is your meaningful purpose, and this is what you need to transfer. So this is first superpower. Yeah?
I think ways, they would need to know that it's the Google Map version of the Israel they use. It's like Google Map.
You don't have Waze, most of you?
No. When
I
you're,
took it
when
for
you're
granted.
outside of Israel, Waze is Google Maps. And they take it in a deeper way so that way neighborhoods, streets that...
Thank you for clarifying. I assume that you all have Waze.
No.
Because we cannot live without Waze.
I went there, so I know.
Thank you. You've been in Israel.
Many times.
Wow. I'll be happy to talk with you about it. So you all, of course, invited to come to Israel. But what?
And use Waze.
Use Waze. it turned to be a commercial. America also they use Waze. You have Waze and Google Maps. Okay, so we know now in America as well.
They pitched well.
Younger people use Google, but the younger millennials use Waze because it's more direct and give you what is the police.
Exactly. They give you alert if there is police in front of you. They give you alert if there is a traffic jam, and suddenly if the time that you arrive will change in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So it really gives you a very clear sense of where you're going, how you're going, and how much time it will take you.
For example, because the young people use it.
Thank
Young people use it because it's like a sharing. It's like a Facebook that you invite your friends to guide you to where if you lost, they give us ways of how to get there.
Exactly.
Or, for example, if the police is hiding somewhere, in America, like to get tickets, you don't want to get tickets in the city, so then you know it's police coming out like in a meter.
Yeah. So it saves you also money. You could get a fine if police will catch you on the speed of 180. I'm actually a really bad driver. I always receive fines for the speed. But so this is very useful too. And so we talked about the first superpower is to be connected to your burning desire, to dare to transform your passion. This is your asset. Don't try to hide it. This is something that we have a power that is more than man can dream of. We just need to highlight this, not to be afraid of. And second superpower that we have is we have better language skills than men by brain researchers. It's been proven women have better language skills than men. Teaching is all about communicating, is trying to impress with your narrative, with your story, with the way you transform your passion, the why, what motivates you. So brain research showed that women use both sides of their hemispheres. while men use only one side of the hemisphere. So for example, if a man listening to music and a woman listening to music, there's only one side for men he's listening or he uses it. You want to say something?
Yes, I feel this is one quality that makes women better communicators because they use both sides of the brain, the left as well as the right, to process the visual, verbal, and emotional stimuli. So this is really important. I feel also women have the power to read in between the lines.
Exactly.
What a man is saying through his body language, through the intuitive power she has.
That's exactly what I was
very, very
exactly,
important.
exactly.
Using both the hemispheres.
So you
I
did
think
the homework.
one quality the man cannot take away from the woman.
Exactly. So you're very precise. This is the research, the brain research shows, I don't know if you know about it, we have superior language skills. We have better skills to create relationship. We are much more natural networkers. We know how to identify facial expressions. We know how to read people. This is what we call intuition. It's not just a spiritual sense, but it's been actually proven by brain researchers. It's not just a hypothesis.
Written as well as oral communication, women perform better than men. In written as well as oral communication, both.
Exactly. Thank you. You've really done your homework. I'm very happy about it. So this is not just a perception. This is true, and we need to acknowledge it and to know this superpower, to be aware of it. More than this, by the brain research, women can control better anger and aggression. This is why males tend to be more aggressive. This is something physiological. This is something that's in their brain. And women know how to think long term. They can see the full vision. They know how to see a holistic perspective about everything. They connect all the dots. And moreover, they are much more capable. They're capable more to handle with ambiguity. With the new business climate is uncertainty. Everything changing so fast. And women are much better adapting to change. They know how to handle situations right away. They're very flexible in their mind. We have mental flexibility. And moreover, we are much more creative. It's all about creative energy. Your startup, your business will success if you put your creative energy, your creativity into it. So use it. This is the powers you have within you. Don't hide it. And we just need to acknowledge it more. And the third one, which is something that I learned and it's fascinating. So the pitching is all about the art of storytelling. It's all about how we tell